A great combination of rising stars and grizzled veterans in action tonight. 17 World Finals championships are represented. And right now, let's meet the superstars of Stadium Championship Series 1.
Justin Sipes, Flaherty, Kentucky, Megalodon.
Jim Kohler, Avenger, Columbus, Michigan.
Camden Murphy, Itasca, Illinois, Bakugan Dragonoid.
Steve Sims, Stone Crusher, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Cynthia Gauthier, Quebec, Canada, Montezuma Dalmatian Ice.
Eric Swanson, Obsessed, Menifee, California.
Brad Allen, Detroit, Michigan, El Toro Loco.
Brian Wright, Hooked, North Carolina.
Jimmy Creighton, Tonganoxie, Kansas, Bounty Hunter.
Don Creighton, Tonganoxie, Kansas, Scarlet Bandit.
John Gordon, Bad Company, Hiram, Georgia.
Ryan Anderson, Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Son of a Digger.
Tom Mintz, Max D. Fire, Paxton, Illinois.
Morgan Kane, Currituck, North Carolina, Grave Digger.
But as soon as those helmets come on, the friendships go out the window, and Morgan Kane puts John Gordon on the trailer early with that big win.
And Brian Wright and Hook, a little bicycle action, stops it. Justin Sipes and Megalodon, a nice run, a clear shot to the finish line. And there is Justin Sipes and Megalodon moving on to our semifinal round. And Brian Wright with a flip over and saves it. A little too early for freestyle, no extra points given in racing.
It was a huge win for Don Creighton, the Scarlet Bandit, and it looks like Stone Crusher maybe caught a little bit of a rut. That would be interesting to see if that lane is getting tackier, or maybe ruts are starting to form. But Jimmy Creighton and Bounty Hunter is taking out Bakugan Dragonoid's Camden Murphy with a huge 18.345. That's a lightning fast pass, and get to the finish line cleanly all night long. And so Morgan definitely has an advantage heading into the finals.
In a battle of two former Monster Jam World Finals champion, there's the look inside Morgan Kane's Grave Digger cab, getting off the starting line very smooth. You see how tight he takes that turn up over the turn car and off the ramp a little sideways. Can Jimmy Creighton take advantage of that? Got a little bit off that turn.
Well, he didn't let it affect him at all, because here he goes across the finish line, getting that America's Best Racing Championship. An 18.334 starts with this competition. Tom Mintz has developed the nose wheel. He's perfected it. We're all out there looking for that wow moment. Tom Mintz has had a lot of wow moments. He's starting this off with a backflip container, easily gets that Max D fire truck up on the nose, and this is a guy that could probably sit here on the nose all day long if he wanted to.
And look at the control, Bryce. He is standing up on the front two tires, moving forward and trying to inch it back a little bit. He is moonwalking it back, setting it right so close and down on the backflip container. What a wow moment from Tom Mintz in Max D Fire.
Well, he's not done either. He's going straight into a donut, and no one can do a better donut than Tom Mintz. And that's a nice cyclone donut. Look at the speed and the revolutions. And he's on two tires that entire time.
Doesn't quite land it, but what a great way to start the Great Clips Two Wheel Skills Challenge, a 9.278 for the professor of Monster Jam University. Not to be outdone, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, with a bicycle to start his run. The first hit bicycle, a very tough trick to nail with that balance.
He always has so much control with that. And so that first bicycle was really, really good. It looks like he's going for a second one, too, to try to wow these fans. He doesn't quite keep it on those two tires, and 6.856, I think that's a little bit of a low score.
Kohler in Avenger tries to get a sky wheelie, not much elevation, but a nice wheelie on that straightaway. Coming up on hit number 2, there's the sky wheelie he was looking for. Some good elevation on that. That's what Jim Kohler was looking for. The fans, not so impressed.
Well, Brad Allen and El Toro Loco, he's trying to give the fans something they've not seen before, but unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them. But John Gordon in Bad Company goes for a nice bicycle here. Doesn't quite turn into the dirt like you want to if you're trying to get a nice bicycle, but the second attempt, he does, and it's a much better result. And that's what Justin Sipes is a professional at doing, and he's done a lot in Megalodon. Gets a nice popper off of that backside race lane into a moonwalk, reversing all the way across the pad. The fans are going to love that. And he goes back to what he's done a lot of in arenas, which is a nice sky wheelie, and the fans are going to really give him a nice score of an 8.338. He was someone last year that anytime I had to follow Jim Kohler in freestyle, I got all kinds of butterflies in my stomach because of things like this. He almost pulled off one of the craziest saves I've ever seen, an 8.608.
We've seen Cynthia have some great freestyle runs throughout her young career and is rocking that brand new Montezuma Dalmatian Ice body. Tries to save it, ends up on the hood.
He's aiming for a nice step up just like that. He wants to get that big air.
And Steve Sims, one of my favorite stories in Monster Jam, got involved through Dennis Anderson as another great job for Steve Sims in Stoker. And there goes the tire, the front left tire coming off of Stone Crusher 7.880 off the backflip container. So a great turn of events for Ryan Anderson, still coming off that ramp. Sideways elevation. The clock is done, but Ryan Anderson is not. He's going to go a little more for the fans in San Diego, and a spectacular move, and he saves it at the end before he ends up on the hood. That is the wow moment we've been waiting for in freestyle.
You know he has to be happy with a 9.829 score. These fans have to be happy with that.
San Diego feeling Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter, looking for his next move at the backflip ramp, and Jimmy Cretin is up and lands it a beautiful backflip, gets the front two tires down. Jimmy Cretin putting the exclamation point on a solid freestyle run.
Looks like he's lining up for that Monster Energy backflip ramp as well. Huge air, a little bit of a rotation. Let's see if he'll save it. No, not quite, an 8.140.
On any given night, getting that El Toro Loco truck around the turn, up on the freestyle pod, tries to stick it a nose wheelie, almost gets it, flips over, and saves it. Brad Allen with a great save in El Toro Loco.
That was a great save by Brad Allen. There's so much composure as well. You can't teach that. That's something that as a driver, you just have to have the patience to be able to collect the truck, and Brad Allen does an excellent job at doing that.
You see the run from Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and if there's anybody that can send these fans home happy, it is Tom Mintz.
Well, he is the professor of Monster Jam University for a reason. You notice a little brake check midair to kind of bring it down, but he combos into a moonwalk off of some massive air like that. That's so difficult to do for a normal person, but Tom Mintz is not normal. He is certainly part of the elite when it comes to not just the current sport, but the history of Monster Jam.
Not quite enough to get to the top of the heap. There are your event standings. Your overall event champion with 36 points, Justin Sipes in Megalodon.